thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Um, for those who don't know me, my name is Shelley and I am the events manager at Norfolk Chambers. And I am absolutely delighted to be joined today with Isabel and Beth from the UEA. And our UEA are our amazing headline sponsors this year. So the purpose of today is just to give you a little brief overview of the Norfolk show, why the Chamber started the business zone in the first place. But obviously, most importantly, it's all about handing over the stage, so to speak, to Isabel and Beth, who'll be running some sessions over the show. So, first slide, Kath. There you go. Thank you. So, that was seamless, Kath. It's almost
You're
like we're
welcome.
professionals. So, the Norfolk Show, as it says there, it's the largest annual event in East Anglia. It actually feels like when Norfolk and further afield all comes together just for 2 magical days. Um, the Norfolk Show has had a change of face, so to speak, over the last few years. It is still very much an agricultural event, but it has become the place to be seen for your business. It's a key date on the business calendar now. So that is where businesses that people like to walk around, they meet people, they exhibit, and yeah, like I say, a huge date in the calendar. So Norfolk Chamber felt that they needed to get in on the act. Well done. So, so as you can see, SMEs and small businesses make up a huge part of our Norfolk economy. But it can be really quite daunting, and lots of businesses want to be a part of the show, but do not know necessarily how to be part of the show. So we decided that we would try and do something about it. So we decided to create this business zone. Now, the concept is really quite simple. We are at the heart of the area itself. We've got an amazing, huge marquee, and we make it affordable for smaller business to be involved, because we completely understand it's where they need to be. So for 2 days, they get to be a part of this amazing event. They get to raise their profile, which is huge. Now, we've had so many success stories of businesses being there, not expecting to make these connections, just wanted to raise their profile. But they've had conversations or met people that they would never have met in their ordinary or normal day-to-day work. So it's because of that, we know what an amazing special place it is. Like I said, it's if you can imagine, if there's 80,000 people coming onto the showground, we roughly get about 5 to 7 we know coming to our business zone marquee. So you have no idea who's coming through. You have got so many different people. So obviously, it's really important why we wanted to do it. So obviously, it's something that I'm very passionate about. The Chamber are very passionate about this. And so with the showground, it's something that we really needed to do. So that's why we've done done this, and we've created this amazing event. And part of our event is finding headline sponsors that really have a synergy with what we're trying to do, and we can work well together. And this year I have to say, we've got the best headline sponsor, and they have really bought into the concept of what we're trying to generate and what they're trying to do. So hence this webinar, and it's trying something new. So without further ado, I want to thank obviously Isabel and Beth, but I would love to hand over to you, so you can then tell us a little bit about what you've got planned for the next couple of days or the couple of days of the show.
Thank you, Shelley. That was quite the introduction. Thank you for all the praise. We're really excited to be headline sponsors of the event as well, and thank you to everyone kind of as part of the Chamber and the UEA team who've made this happen. So yeah, so if next slide, please. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that without without the throwbacks to the unmentionable time. But I'm Isabel Johnson. I'm the relationship manager for Business Creative and Digital for UEA.
And I'm Beth Salisbury, and I'm a business development manager here at the university. I sit in the sports and commercial services team, and part of my role involves working on our commercial offer across the university, and including sort of developing a good offer for how we can support businesses in the region.
We can move on to the next slide, please.
Next slide, Kath. There you go.
Thank you.
And the next one.
There's our names again.
Thank
you. So just kind of by way of an introduction in terms of UEA for Business, because obviously we all know that UEA is a university home to thousands and thousands of students, but UEA has a really strong business offer, which is why we're kind of sponsoring the Chamber tent. So we can support your business in two key areas, really. So access to research expertise and funding. There are thousands of academics at the UEA with a range of expertise and specialisms, covering all kinds of things, from things like behavioural economics or supply chain management, or we've got an academic who's an expert in miscommunication on online exchanges, a good thing to bring to the webinar, transition to net zero, circular economy, everything. We've got experts in all kinds of things here, and there's various ways you can kind of access those expertise through various kind of funded mechanisms, such as consultancy or contract research, or we can explore things like knowledge transfer partnerships, which is a UKRI funded project, which we kind of deliver in partnership. And also postgraduate research, hosting a PhD student is something that's possible for a business, or we can just work together to apply for a specific funding call that your business or kind of UEA might be aware of. So there's all kinds of ways you can access the expertise here. And there's also a kind of package of workforce development and resources that exist on campus that could help your business too. So things like we've got expertise in organisational behaviour, so people looking at workplace wellbeing, supporting staff who are unwell, for example. We've got the Evolve Network, which is something I'll talk about a little bit later. Languages for business, if your business is working across multiple languages, we've got experts in that. Role play based training for practicing things like pitching or working with the public, if that's a resource that your business needs. And we've also got a really comprehensive CPD offer, which Beth looks after.
Yes. Yeah, we do have a variety of different short courses and CPD that we run at the university, and we're in the process of growing that. So coming out and speaking to businesses is really important for us, because we always want to hear what you need in your business, where there are skills gaps, where you see scope for training, because it's really important to us that we're growing in line with business need and what the challenges that businesses are facing. So while we're in the process of growing and developing our already a good offer, it's really useful for us to come and chat to people about what they're looking for. So do come and speak to us on our stand if you have any ideas, or if you want to know about the sort of courses that we run. We run things across health. The business school do a wide range, and we do things, individual courses that are off the shelf that you can buy, or we also do lots of bespoke training specific for your business. So we're always open to ideas. If you have a business challenge you'd like to address, we do lots of smaller courses specifically for individual companies, so we can really tailor it to your needs. We also have, I'll quickly pick up on the fact that we also have facilities, lots of specialist facilities across the university. And sometimes they're a bit hidden away. People don't realise that you can come onto campus and use lots of those facilities. We have things like Productivity East, which is our 3D printing lab. We do rapid prototyping there, design. If you have an idea for a new innovation or new product you want to come and speak to us about, we can work with you and find a way to support that. We have things like our MoveX lab, which is a movement lab, does everything from gait analysis to optimization for sports performance. So if we've got any professional sports people out there, there's lots of ways you can find out and help improve your performance through that. And we have different things like scientific analysis platforms, so which we work with lots of businesses across the region to do different types of testing, from environmental testing. So we'll be on hand on the stand to talk about all those different facilities and how you might access them and how that could work to support your business. We also have, that's me again, we also have, we'll be able to talk about careers, our careers team. So we work really closely with businesses in the community to help support with recruitment. So we have a really strong offer around internships, and we can talk to you about how that works, all the way from advertising internships to supporting running internships through UEA. We have our Careers Central team who can talk about advertising graduate roles, and we have loads of different ways and pathways to do that, from advertising on our website to coming along to different fairs at different time of the year, depending on what sector you're in, to really get to know students and talent in that area. And we also have an apprenticeships team, and our apprenticeships are growing as we speak. So we'll have people on hand to come and chat about how apprenticeships work, what our plans for the future, and what we currently have, and open to all questions around that as well. Okay. And so with what we've done, we've broken down the day to a couple of different sessions so that people can really get the most out of the expertise that will be available from UEA there. So we've got a couple of different sessions on the first day, on Wednesday. The first one is at 10 o'clock, and you can either come along, just drop in and see us, or you can book. I think Angela's going to pop a link in the chat now. You can book a slot. So if you want to know, you definitely want to speak to someone, or you have an idea of what you want us to chat about, so we can come prepared, then fill out the form, the Gecko form that's in the chat, and we'll book you in a meeting. You know, you'll be guaranteed to speak to someone during that slot. But we'll be around at 10 a.m. then, and we'll be talking through some of those practical ways in which UEA can support your business. So all of the things we've just mentioned, from facilities to expertise. And sometimes people come to us and they have an idea of a challenge that they've got within their business and how that might be supported. That might be an innovation, R&D challenge, or a skills challenge. And sometimes people just have an idea that they would like to engage and they don't quite know how to start, or they've find it unsure about how to access the university. And often we find that businesses have multiple ways they want to engage. It might be that you're interested in recruiting, doing an internship, but also you're looking at some of your challenges of future-proofing your business, and you might be looking for some expertise. So we can really help support and design packages that really work for your businesses. And we work with a lot of small businesses, so we really sort of look at things that work for the size and scale of your business, sector-specific expertise that really fits what you're looking for. So we'll be there at 10 a.m. It'll be myself will be there. I'll have some colleagues, Paul Tabben and Annie Sesmer, I think, will be there as well. They sit in our research and innovation team, and they are all connected to different parts of the university. So we know those parts of the university really, really well, and we can help you understand how you might be able to connect with us there. Then in the afternoon, we have a session all around AI. So one of the biggest questions we get asked a lot when people are asking what people's challenges are, how they'd want to interact, is around AI, businesses understanding where they are on their AI journey, where they should be heading, how AI can help them innovate, how they can keep on top of such a rapidly changing environment. So we're doing a session in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, specifically to look at your challenges around AI and how we might be able to support them. We'll be joined by an academic called Jake Newman, who's from our School of Computing Sciences. His team around data science and AI do fantastic projects with businesses, everything from student projects to different consultancy projects or funded projects. And they've worked from sectors across the board, from agriculture to business to a whole range of different businesses, to help them with some of those innovation challenges they're facing. So he'll be on hand to answer some of your questions. So if you want to book in again, or you've got something specific you'd like to talk to him about, let us know on the form and we can make sure you get a slot with him. And we'll be around as well, so there'll be other members of the team who are there in the morning, so we can all help answer those questions. And we hope that it's just the beginning of a conversation. We can chat to you on the day, and we'll make sure we pick up with you after, and we can really book in further follow-up meetings and make sure that we can find a way to support what you're looking for. Next slide, please.
Yeah, importantly, I believe there's tea and coffee as well. So yeah, so that's important, isn't it? So on the Thursday, we've put together a business advice hub that really has kind of SMEs in mind, in terms of kind of the ability for you to be able to drop in and kind of seek advice in a range of spaces from UEA. So we have representatives Helen Fitzhugh, who some of you might know from the Evolve network. So Helen's focus is about workplace well-being that kind of is completely embedded in a workplace. So her thing is the spangle trap. So avoiding those kind of workplace perks that are kind of short-term or kind of like one-off events, but actually looking at a kind of company's setup and culture and kind of embedding workplace well-being. And Helen's hugely experienced in this field, kind of nationally known. So it's amazing that Helen's going to be here to kind of bring her expertise and the resources from the Evolve Network, which is a kind of program of resources that you can sign up to, but Helen's going to be there on the day to kind of answer any questions you might have. So that's going to be amazing. We've also got Polly Morgan, who was representing the UEA Business Clinic, which is a kind of resource or a kind of drop-in sessions that the UEA hosts, designed to kind of give free advice, in partnership with kind of other local businesses, legal advice to SMEs. So they can speak to you about things like setting up a company, business survival, restructuring, workplace disputes, governance, succession planning, a whole breadth of things. And Polly will be there on a day, perhaps with partners kind of to be confirmed, to give you a kind of flavour of the sort of support that the business clinic could offer. So again, another call out for the Gecko form. But if that's something that you're interested in, kind of coming to talk to us about, so if you can kind of give us a flavour of the sort of support we could offer, then booking ahead is always really helpful. And then lastly, we're going to have Claire Hogan-Jones from Brandland. So Brandland is a huge network of creative industries businesses kind of in and around branding, in and around Norwich. And they have monthly events, and their kind of membership is comprised of kind of branding specialists, copywriters, designers, kind of anyone who works in that field. And Claire, who's their development manager, hugely experienced, 20 plus years in experience in marketing and branding, has worked with clients such as American Express, Monkey Shoulder, Subway. So Claire will be there to kind of offer or signpost at any support that you might need in a kind of marketing or branding space, and just to talk to you a bit more about Brandland in general, because it's a really exciting fledgling network to be part of, with lots of different kind of dimensions of routes to be involved. It kind of exists not just for kind of creative teams, but any company who has a kind of branding or marketing dimension. It's all kind of part of this collective effort to create a kind of ecosystem around people working in that field in the area as well. So a huge breadth of advice on offer, and as Beth said, we're here to kind of understand, and we're really keen to understand what the expertise that we have can be useful to your business. So yes, please do either kind of email the email address that Angela shared in the chat, or fill in the Gecko form, because we want this to be as useful to you as possible. So yes, and I saw as well that James put in the chat that the representatives from careers are going to be there on both days as well. So yeah, either day, come and speak to us about kind of what careers, internships, apprenticeships could look like, if that's something that you're interested in. But we're really looking forward to it, aren't we?
We are.
I don't know what I'm going to wear. I don't know what I'm going to wear. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting you all. I think it's a really exciting opportunity to kind of bring the UEA's comprehensive business offer, and speak to people about it, because there's just so much that the UEA does in the business space. And yeah, it's going to be a really useful and kind of interesting couple of days, hopefully for us and for you as well. So thank you again to everyone involved in putting this together.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, that's, as I said at the start, the synergy and the reason the Chamber created this zone was to be able to support so many businesses, to make it accessible for everybody, and to gain those valuable advice and that network. And what you're bringing to the table by being in there, offering that, is, it's huge. It will make such a difference to so many people. So genuinely cannot thank you enough for being our headline sponsor. It's going to be great. So thank you, ladies. Just before we pop onto the Q&A, if anyone's got some questions, just want to quickly mention we have our Thursday breakfast, and it's sponsored by our amazing gold patrons, National Grid. So it's for our exhibitors. So it's a nice way of starting day 2 which we all know day 2 it's kind of hard to get going after the craziness of the first day. So it's nice to have a bit of a get together, a bit of a power up. But say it's also welcome to anybody else on this webinar. You just need to drop me a line and I'll get you on the invitation. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, so you would have to be there quite nice and early. And already, obviously the invitation is to the breakfast, not to the actual show itself, just to make that clear. But it's a great way to start, and to have a sort of informal chat with everyone before the craziness of day 2 starts. So that's that. And so we were just now, if there is any questions, anybody who's got either for us at the chamber or Beth or Isabel, pop them into the chat, or we're going to take the screen off or the slides off so anyone can raise their hand and just ask. If there's anything that you feel that you would rather ask any of us privately, again, just drop us a message and we will get back to you as quickly as you can. Or equally afterwards, if you think, oh, I know I wish I'd answered or asked this, just, get in touch with us. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. So anyone got any questions? Was there any questions in the chat? I can't see. Adam, was there any questions in the chat?
No, Shelley, no questions in the
Okay.
chat other than asking. Hang on, I think there might be one come through now. Yeah, this is about the exhibitors list, Shelley. So we have that, don't we, online?
Yeah, so online, all you need to do is to go onto our website and it lists all our amazing 47 exhibitors. And we have got exhibitors from every sector that you can think of. It's going to be a real party in there. It's going to be great. It really is. It's, the Norfolk Chamber is open to any business of any sector of any size. And this year in the marquee, it really does just showcase everything that we aim to support and that type of thing. So please do come along. So if there's no further questions or anything like that, sorry, Angela, what was that?
Yeah,
so I was just adding in what I think is the link, Shelley, just so people can get there directly on the website.
Thank you.
Good work.
Yeah. So yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much to the UEA. You are adding another dimension into something that we work really hard to do to support our businesses involved. And yes, it's going to be completely invaluable what you're going to offer, and it's going to be a long but great, amazing couple of days. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Great.
It's nice to see you all. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.